Hello everyone, let's go Brandon. Alright, so today we're going to talk about DWAC, and basically we're going to talk about what it is, what just happened, and what's going on, and why everyone's basically pouring a bunch of money into this, why it quadrupled today. We'll take a look at the actual stock price and just do some analysis and just cover like what else happened like with Google, Facebook, Twitter, and why everyone's talking about this right now. And I believe it's going to keep going up. I feel like it hasn't really hit like peak media attention. Usually when it hits like full scale media attention and everyone's like talking about it, and then everyone starts buying it even more. And this just happened basically today, and it's just kind of like early, so this may be like the new AMC or GME type of like play where everyone just started buying GameStop, even though like no one really thinks GameStop is like a good company. Same with AMC, like those were basically going bankrupt. But because there was so much momentum following like GameStop and AMC, a lot of people just started buying it, especially retailers such as me and you. So everyone just got behind the movement, and then it started going up like crazy. So we're going to talk about DWAC. We're going to talk about what happened today, and so lots to cover. So before we get into it, I just want to emphasize I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes. Make sure you go ahead and check out my channel, Your Options Guy. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm most likely going to be talking about DWAC at least for like the next couple of days. I'm going to be reporting on it, and that's because I even bought some myself. I'm in it as well. I'll even showcase how much I bought and what I plan to do next. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, so what is DWAC? So DWAC is basically the ticker symbol for Digital World Acquisition. And Digital World Acquisition is a SPAC. And SPACs basically behave a little bit different than like your typical regular IPO stock company that comes into the market. SPAC works a little bit different. Basically, it's more like a partnership where it basically agrees to acquire a company, and through the acquisition, it basically starts trading under that company. So we take a look at the news based on this article right here. You can see that the Trump social media SPAC quadruples today. So that's basically, you can think of DWAC as the Trump social media SPAC. So basically, the article says investors on Thursdays piled into shares of the special purpose acquisition, which is the SPAC company, taking former President Donald Trump's new social media platform public, igniting a buying frenzy. So obviously, just today, it basically tripled your money, and then an extra 44% in the after hours. So if you bought today, like let's say you started with 1,000, you would have ended up with like somewhere around $4,000 by the end of today. And that's a huge return, especially just in one day. So this got a lot of hype. Not only did this get a lot of hype, something interesting also happened. So basically, Google went down, Facebook went down, and Twitter went down, and they all had like a very similar basically pattern. So as you can see here, they all kind of went down and came back up a little bit and crashed back down, all very similarly. All right, so why is this moving up? So personally, I think one of two reasons. So one is because you have a lot of Trump supporters, a lot of Trump fans, and this is kind of like a way to help support Trump. So as you know, like Trump basically got banned from Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And basically, he's been censored, silenced, and hasn't been able to like reach out to his audience in a platform. So this is basically like him making his own thing. And for you, if you're like a Trump supporter or a fan, you can basically like support by buying this, and basically just like buying into this stock right here, and then just like sticking it to the man type of deal. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why a lot of or this skyrocketed today, is because there's a lot of Trump supporters and fans of Trump, and it's like it has that whole political movement into it. And then the other reason is because even if you're not a Trump supporter or a fan, you still sometimes feel like Google, Facebook, Twitter, like they're too big and they just have too much power. And then if you feel like you're in that group, then this is also another way to basically like stick it to the man, or stick it to the big tech giants, and basically like helping support a new platform. And this new platform is supposed to be kind of like a free speech platform where it has less censorship, and it gives you more ability or more rights to its users. That's kind of like the marketing that they're going for. Anyway, so as you can see, I basically bought 10 shares. I even bought kind of like at the top. I bought basically like right around here where it was around 56. And then even when I did my purchase, I was like, you know what? I may lose this money because it went up so much already. It may crash, tomorrow, or even right after I click on buy, it might start crashing right away. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and give my support because one, I don't really like Facebook, Twitter, and Google having too much power, and then I like seeing them like basically lose market share. So that's basically like one reason why I'm in it, and then another reason is because I feel like this could be like the next AMC GME type of play where it just keeps doubling like for the next couple days, and then it finally settles. So I'm basically in it for that, and yeah, I'm planning to hold on for as long as I can. It's already up, or I'm already up 15%. I was up at one point around like 25%. So I'm still going to be holding. Tomorrow's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Is it going to keep going further up, or is it finally going to crash, or how long is this going to keep going up? I personally think it's going to go up a couple more days because it's barely getting known. There's still a lot of people who haven't even really heard about this. They don't even know like what's going on, or even heard of DWAC. So once more people start picking up, they're like, hey, you know what? Might as well like put in like $10 myself, $20 or $100 or whatever, So I started with like 500 and now I'm like at 655. So I feel like if you're going to put money into this, just be careful. Don't put like your life savings or anything, especially because it's gone up so much so fast. Usually when that happens, it does tend to pull back a little bit. So if you are planning to like just put some money in it and then like, support the movement or support like Trump or whatever, just be careful. I think if you have like $100 to spare, just throw it in there. It should be fine with that. And if you lose $100, then you didn't lose that much. So just be careful. Anyways, that's it for today's video. So let me know in the comments what you think, whether you're a Trump supporter or if you're just following the movement because you're kind of anti-Google, Facebook, and Twitter. So let me know in the comments what you think, if you're in it or if you're planning to get in it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I'll see you guys in the next video.